Hey guys, this is Frozen Tasties here, and welcome back to another movie review. And in this movie review, it's not gonna be a James Cameron review. I know a lot of people are really excited for my review of Terminator 2 Judgment Day, but like what I said, I decided to just put it on hold first, as I have like two movies I plan to review. First, yeah, I mean, there's gonna be the Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio review tomorrow when it comes out, and then the one I'm doing now. Basically, this one it's going back to my Christmas review because I definitely need some Christmas reviews for the Christmas holidays. Yes. Anyway, so the movie I'm talking about is something that's very special, and it's very something that's very close to me, and that is Die Hard. So Die Hard is directed by John McTiernan, stars Bruce Willis and Alan Rickman, and tells a story of this cop named John McClane who reaches his family at the Nakatomi Plaza where his wife works, and they're having a Christmas party, and then a group of terrorists led by Hans Gruber invades the Nakatomi Plaza, and John McClane has no choice but to take out the terrorists, and yeah, that's basically the plot. So yes, Die Hard is special among a lot of people because this is not just another one of those iconic 80 movies. This is widely considered to be one of the greatest action movies of all time. Some going as far as saying it's the greatest action movie. And y'all know that action is my favorite genre of all time. I defend action movies, especially the modern ones. So yes, there's some bad action movies. I wouldn't be completely biased towards all of them, but I just really have a some soft spot for action movies because I go to the movies for action. I go to the movies to like see action. Scenes because action is my form of entertainment. It's what keeps me entertained. Musical also keeps me entertained, but not as much action. And I just really like. I mean, they're just so much fun, and even the bad action movies, like they're usually bad in quality, but they're just saved by the action themselves, and um, it just gives me a lot of joy. Um, so yeah, I actually saw Die Hard for the first time in January 2019 when I was on a plane for my New Year vacation. I watched Die Hard on the plane, and I absolutely fell in love with it. Yeah, Die Hard is just a masterpiece in every single way possible. And this is without a doubt the best Christmas movie ever made. Yeah, this is pretty much a movie that I will rewatch every single year. I rewatch this at Christmas. I mean, even though sadly I didn't really I can't remember if I rewatched this on December 2019, but I rewatched it on December 2020. I rewatched it last year Christmas, and I rewatched it just recently, like a few hours ago. What now? I'm not really a huge like die-hard fan of Christmas movies. I think Halloween movies are way better. And I do think Halloween is a better holiday than Christmas personally. Yeah. Even New Year's a better holiday than Christmas. I don't think Christmas is the greatest holiday ever, but I mean Christmas is special. Indeed. And one of the things people love to do at Christmas, especially like movie fans, is watch Christmas movies at Christmas. Usually they go for the family movie, but to me, I would choose movies like this, like actual adult Christmas movies. Yeah, movies that people like apparently say are real Christmas movies. Yeah, there's some people who say that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, but who am I kidding? Like, say Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. It's like saying Violent Night is not a Christmas movie. Just because the movie has violence in it, that doesn't mean it's not a Christmas movie. It is a Christmas movie because it takes place during Christmas. It takes place in a Christmas party. It's about a man trying to reach his family for Christmas, and it's about a man saving Christmas. How is that not a Christmas movie? You just don't get the Christmas feels. I will admit, yes. you don't get a lot of Christmas vibes in this. Except for like the those you can see some Christmas decorations, and then the end song, the end credits. There's a Christmas song in it, a classic Christmas song in a sense. But ultimately it is a Christmas movie, and it's not the most noticeable. But that's what I love about Violent about Die Hard. It's one of those films where you can just watch it anytime. It doesn't have to be Christmas. Definitely rewatch this every Christmas, but it's just a movie you can just put on randomly any time. Christmas movies like Home Alone, Elf, those kinds of Christmas movies. Including those like Christmas classics like Frosty, the Snowman, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, all those Christmas specials, classic specials. Those are movies that I personally just wait for December if I want to rewatch them. But Die Hard is basically like if I want to rewatch this movie, I should rewatch it. I should just rewatch it like anytime right now, even if it's like on summer or something. That's what makes Die Hard special. It's high rewatchability factor, and this movie also spawned its own genres of terrorist taking place in one location. Like Die Hard is pretty much the most influential action movies because you got terrorists taking on like one location, and this person like trying to save it. It's been going on now. And there's a lot that I can't even name them. Violent Night. Terrorists attacking a house, and the hero who is basically Santa Claus saves it, and that's it. And yeah, that's why Violent Night. Why I keep saying Violent Night? Sorry, my bad. That's what makes Die Hard special. Um, and yeah, and yes, as of now, I think Violent. I think. Damn it. Why am I so used to saying Violent Night? But yeah, as of now, Die Hard absolutely holds up as the greatest Christmas movie ever made. And I doubt that any Christmas movies would dethrone this because it's just that good. It's just too good, man. I mean, it's hard to top this. Yeah. Where do I even start with this? First of all, this has a very simple story. A very simple story about a man who's just about just a man who just has to save Christmas from terrorists. But he just ultimately his goal is to be with his family, and it's that simple. It isn't trying to overcomplicate things. It isn't trying to be like so like too much plot points. It focuses on one simple plot point, and yet this movie presents itself. The stakes in this movie are really high. I mean, the simple story is mostly saved for like huge gigantic bombastic action scenes that really that are just really epic, man. The action in this movie is are absolutely insane. It's incredible. Some of the best choreographed action scenes. It's definitely gory as well, and so many awesome stunts, and even without the use of CGI. Yeah, there's no CGI in this, and that's what makes action movies unique. Films like this, Mission Impossible and James Bond, and some other like straightforward action movies where like it doesn't need like all those sci-fi tech stuff. You don't need CGI to make those movies, and this movie knows it. Yeah. Yeah, I know this franchise eventually used the CGI. Cough cough. A good day to Die Hard, but but yeah, this movie's practical events, practical effects, especially like for the late 1980s. It absolutely has stood the test of time. It absolutely works so well, and yeah, I mean, the music is great too. I mean, the music is just so memorable. It's actually playing in my head right now. It's stuck in my head right now. Yeah, the music is so good. And this movie is gorgeously shot as well. Espe- especially like the scene when Hans Gruber falls down from the building, and it's slow mo, and like that is probably the most well shot scene of the whole film, and probably like my favorite villain death ever. I mean, the way he dies, the way I love that, man. And then the compass like hope is not a pedestrian. Yeah. But yeah, speaking of Hans Gruber, yeah, Hans Gruber is one of the most iconic villains. I think he's in my top 20 favorite villains of all time. Top 10, not really personally. I think there are better villains out there, but as an action movie villain, who doesn't really like need a backstory. He doesn't need a motivation on why he's not bombing a building. He's just a terrorist who's just a menace, and he's a villain because he's that's really who he is. But at the same time, you really do get his character. You still sympathize with him. Well, not really sympathize. Yeah, wrong choice of words. But not all villains need motivation to be evil. They just need to be menacing enough and enough for you to actually care about them, and that's what makes Hans Gruber an amazing villain. And although I do think Severus Snape is Rickman's best performance, I loved him as Hans Gruber as well. Just two iconic performances by one actor. Just wow. But I think we can all agree that John McClane is the standout of this movie. I mean, John McClane. What I love about John McClane is that he's just a he's an underdog hero. He's just a regular man who wants to reach out to his family. He doesn't want to be a hero, but he just has no choice. Yeah, that's what I love about like protagonists. They don't that's what I love about protagonists. They when they become a hero by no choice, they have no choice but to like save everyone, and John McClane has to save Christmas, and he just has the skills because he's a cop, so he definitely has the fighting skills, but he just doesn't want to get into a big battle like that. And you really feel for this character. You really root for him all the way. And yeah, Bruce Willis gives his best performance yet. What a shame of like what he's become now. I think I wonder if he's still like actually gonna retire from acting. I haven't forgotten about that. But yeah, I mean I love him. I mean even in the Die Hard sequels, I love John McClane. Except for Good Day to Die Hard. I mean they literally make John McClane a second fiddle. Which is pretty much why a Good Day to Die Hard absolutely sucks. But yeah, that's gonna be a rant for another time, especially when a Good Day the Die Hard celebrates its 10-year anniversary. I will be getting around to review the Die Hard sequels by on January, or like the end of January and start of February, and then I'll rant on a Good Day to Die Hard on that its 10th anniversary this Feb. Maybe like a day before or after, so people wouldn't say it's hardest for me. I'm being hardest for ranting on a movie for its actual anniversary date. But anyway, the last thing I want to talk about is the dialogue. This has some of the best dialogue ever put to film. I mean, you got so many great one-liners and so many memorable quotes as well. Like especially the iconic "Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker" line. Yeah, that was an iconic line. It's just so iconic, and people still quote that to this day. Like, people still reference that. Like, and when you hear that line, you instantly think of Die Hard. And there are other like great lines as well. Especially like when it comes to the interactions between John McClane and the Hans Gruber on the radio, or like what people call it, walkie-talkie. That's actually my favorite part of the movie when these two converse in the walkie-talkie. That's my favorite part. And also like John McClane jumping off the roof is also like up there as my favorite. And and the villain defeat, which I just talked about earlier, is some of my favorite parts in the movie. But the walkie-talkie scene is the best part for me. Just wow. So overall, Die Hard is the greatest Christmas movie of all time, and I doubt anything else will top this. It's certainly my top 10 favorite action movies of all time. This movie so solidifies action as my favorite genre. It's actually my top 3 favorite movies of the 1980s. I would say it's right behind Back to the Future and Empire Strikes Back, but this one is not far behind. And it's certainly a very influential action movie that people are just gonna remember for a long time. It's a movie that people should watch every Christmas, especially action fans. And this is a movie where you can we can even watch this Even if it's not Christmas. So yeah, I love this movie. It's a masterpiece, and I'm gonna give Die Hard absolutely a 10 out of 10. Sorry, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, but Die Hard is the best movie of the 1988. Even though Who Framed Roger Rabbit is a masterpiece. So also for my review of Die Hard, who agrees with me that Die Hard is the best Christmas movie ever made? Comment down below, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned for my review of Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. So yeah, bye guys.